Michigan, Ohio State. Here we go. And Marsh. And that will bring out Bryce Underwood, the freshman from Detroit. Underwood, 16 of 23, 215 yards passing, 2 touchdowns against Maryland last week. On first down, they hand it off. Marshall, still running. Jordan Marshall, out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Michigan gashing them for 35 on the first play of the game. First down and 10 at the 39. Underwood to throw. Underneath, he finds his receiver. It's Marshall. He'll dive forward and get inside the 30. First down and 10 at the 29. Marshall now running right. And he'll crash across the line of scrimmage. Sonny Styles with the tackle. Second down and 9. Underwood, quarterback run, and he'll go nowhere. Wrestled down. Kenyatta Jackson Jr. got him. No gain. Third down and 9 at the 27. Opening series for Michigan. And Ohio State calls a timeout with young Bryce Underwood, 18 years old, at quarterback. Underwood flips it out. And incomplete. Marshall the target. Dominic Zavada comes in on the season. He's 12 of 19 last year. He was a first-team All-America. He struggled a little bit from time to time this year. This one from 45 yards away. He's got a big leg. Got it up. And good. Michigan on the board first. And Ennis with the fair catch inside the 5. That brings on Julian Sayin. And this kid has been sensational. He is a Heisman contender from Carlsbad, California. 27 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions for Sayin this year. From the 25, Sayin looks up top, incomplete. Intended for Carnell Tate. Second and 10 at the 25. Sayin again near side. Intercepted. Hill. And Michigan with the first turnover of the game. Marshall, the pistol back. Underwood wants to run with a lane. Underwood dives and is wrapped up by Igbignosin after he picks up 7. Second down and 3 at the 32. Marshall with a hole. Marshall, a burst. Marshall cuts it inside, down at the Ohio State 10. First down and 10 at the 11. Underwood, another quarterback run, stiff armed, and he'll get out of bounds inside the 10. McClain there to usher him out of play. They give him 2. Second and 8 at the 9. And they run it straight ahead with Marshall. And I tell you what, this Jordan Marshall is so tough. Walk on, Kuzdal, they call him Coos. Third down and 6 at the 7. Underwood in the corner, incomplete. Donovan McCulley, the intended receiver. Davis and Igbignosin in coverage. Zavada, good from 45. This one will be from 25. And it's good. 6-0 Michigan. Sunderland. Ennis, the deep man. Bo Jackson in the backfield, the talented freshman. And they'll give it to him with a hole, and Jackson stopped by Hillman. He'll gain 5.
And it looks like Michigan was confused there from a personnel standpoint, so they'll take their first timeout.
Bo Jackson, the pistol. They give it to him, running right. He'll lean forward. Derek Moore with the stop, 3-yard gain. C.J. Donaldson comes in at running back. He's the big guy, weighs 230. Sayin, rolling, delivers, caught. Nicely done. Will Kazmarek. First down at the 38-yard line. Ohio State settling down a bit. Play fake. Sayin checks it down. Jackson with room. Bo Jackson knocked out of bounds at the 40, but a big-time pickup. Hill with the tackle. That's a gain of 22. Sayin gives it to Jackson, trying to get outside. Oh, nice stutter step. Jackson with a burst. Bo Jackson out of bounds at the Michigan 5. Woo! They call that the limp leg. A gain of 36. First down and goal for the Buckeyes. Donaldson, the power back in the game. Sayin in the corner. Smith, incomplete. Second down and goal of the 3. Donaldson. And he'll be tackled for a loss. Jay-Sean Barham. Jay-Sean Barham just headbutted the official.
I think he just contacted the official. I think you're exactly right.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense, number 1. Half the distance to the goal, automatic first down. That's number 1's first unsportsmanlike toward disqualification.
Oh, that's a massive mistake. And you know what? I think that Jay-Sean Barham is lucky that they didn't throw him out of the game.
You're absolutely right.
They have absolutely every right to throw him out and eject him for contacting an official, in particular with a headbutt like that.
Donaldson remains in the game. The deep man in the I formation. They give it to him. Donaldson crashes forward. And he'll pick up a yard.
How about K-Mac in the game at fullback?
Second down and goal at the 1. Ohio State looks like Donaldson. Did he get in? He did not.
After further review, the ruling on the field is upheld. Short of the goal line, 3rd and goal.
Third down and goal at the 1. Quarterback sneak.
I don't think he got in. I think they stopped him. It's going to be 4th down. They're trying to get the push. And he just loses his footing, and you can see his feet sleep out. But now, a late touchdown call by the officials after they uncovered the pile. Wow, that is about as late as I've ever seen, Gus.
No doubt about it. They give Ohio State the touchdown.
Touchdown is on further review.
So they'll take a look at it.
After further review, the quarterback's knee was down short of the goal line. It'll be 4th down.
So we got a big 4th down coming up and a decision for Ryan Day. It looks like he will go for it. Ohio State, 9 of 13 on 4th down conversions this year. 4th down and goal.
And this will be the 6th straight snap from inside the 3-yard line. Michigan has turned them away on the first 5. Can they do it again?
C.J. Donaldson, 6'2", 232, the senior. The deep man out of the offset eye. Play fake, Sayin. And a flag on the play.
False start offense, number 85. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
He's been terrific this season. 13 of 15. This one from 24 yards away. And it's good. Ohio State on the board now. And he kicks this one out of the end zone. Wolverines take over. First down for Bryce Underwood. And he'll hand it off to Kuzdal. Kuzdal, a whirling dervish as he crosses the 30. 2nd and 5 at the 30. Kuzdal remains in the game at running back. Play fake. Underwood steps up in the pocket, and he'll be tackled for a loss. Caden Curry, what a year he's been having. And he gets up slowly. Flag on the play.
Well, Curry has been a monster this year.
Offense number 42. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. 2nd down.
3rd down and 5 at the 30. Kuzdal remains in the game. Underwood looking, scrambling, tries to make a move. He'll get across the line of scrimmage, but not enough for the 1st down, and the Wolverines will have to punt it away. So Hudson Hollenbeck comes in to punt it away from the 15. Brandon Ennis is the deep man. He's at his own 27. Ennis backpedaling. He'll get a shot. Steps up. And Ennis crosses the 35 up to the 36. A 48-yard punt and a 14-yard return. Sayin to Jeremiah Smith. And Smith crosses the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 9 at the 38. Jackson tracked down from behind. Bo Jackson stopped by Metcalf. Also Payne in on the play. It's a 2-yard gain, so that'll make it 3rd down and 7. 3rd and 7 from the 40. Sayin with time underneath, caught, and a 1st down. Jackson trying to get outside, cuts it back. Jimmy Rolder with the stop, a gain of 3. 2nd and 7. And they will not. That'll take us to the end of the... Bo Jackson remains in the game at running back. Michigan showing blitz. Here they come. Jackson. He'll get a yard. Nicely done on the tackle by Jimmy Rolder. 3rd and 6 at the 48. Sayin looking. Near side. Caught. Carnell Tate turns it up and picks up a 1st down. 1st down at the Michigan 40 for the Buckeyes. Sayin looking. Sideline toss. Caught. And it's Max Clare, the Purdue transfer, his 39th catch of the year. Jackson. Not a lot. Jimmy Rolder again. No gain. Sayin, delayed handoff. Jackson, and he's hit in the backfield by Rolder. No gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. 4th down and 5 at the 35. Donaldson enters the game at running back. Sayin winds up. Caught! Jeremiah! Touchdown! Happy birthday!
Just an insane route from Jeremiah Smith. Watch this, he's going to go inside, and then he's outside, and Barrick cannot follow him. And they single covered him. They did it on 3rd down, Gus. They did it again on 4th down. That's rolling the dice with number 4. And that's exactly what Ryan Day wanted to see his quarterback do, was be aggressive, attack down the field. They attacked the single coverage. That is a mismatch. Nothing against Zeke Berry. He's a terrific player. Smith is just on a different planet than maybe anybody in college football. And when he's single covered in a big moment, he needs the ball, and he got it there.
Jeremiah Smith with his 11th touchdown reception of the season. This one from 35 yards out on his birthday.
They're going to review this. I didn't pick up on the replay Was the ball coming loose? I didn't see that it was coming loose. Oh, it was. But he got control of it with that left foot down. I did not see that on the initial replay. Gus, that is a good pickup. You see as it comes loose just a little bit. Is that foot out of bounds?
You can't tell there. This is a better angle. Ooh.
Going on the field is upheld. Touchdown.
Oh.
They give it to him. So the touchdown stands. 9-6. Ohio State takes the lead, going on a 10-play drive covering 63 yards. The Buckeyes use 5 minutes and 49 seconds to score. Fielding in for the extra point. And it's good. Ohio State with their first lead of the game. Marsh, the deep man. And he'll start from the 6. Wrapped up quickly. First down and 10 of the 16 for Michigan. How do the Wolverines respond? Now down. 10-6. Cusdell. Push backwards as he crosses the line. They give him 2. Jordan Marshall has not returned. Seems like that shoulder may still be bothering him.
Yeah, he left, remember, and we saw him, and that arm was straight down. It's been Cusdell ever since. Now, they've got 11 runs to only 3 passes in this game. There's Marshall over on the sideline. The most effective way that they've been running the football is on the edge, getting to the edge of this defense. They have not been able to do that in the last couple series.
2nd and 8. Cusdell again, bottled up. Little burst across the 20. Pierce with the tackle. They give him 4.
One-on-one coverage right here at the bottom of your screen against Jermaine Matthews.
He's had a spectacular freshman season. Underwood looks that way, winds up, back shoulder, incomplete. And a flag. Jermaine Matthews Jr.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 7. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Well, you see that left arm, it hooked around that waist, and he kind of drags him down. And Marshall was unable to get back to the football. Jermaine Matthews, obviously, with his arms out.
First down at the 37 now. Michigan with a little breathing room. Cusdell breaks it back. And Cusdell sliding forward. Lorenzo Styles with the tackle. And he gets 5. 2nd and 5. Cusdell. And with a burst. He's got speed. And gets thrown out of bounds, but another big gain. First down for Michigan at the Ohio State 36. Cusdell again. And this kid is so impressive. He was a walk-on here at Michigan. Didn't earn a scholarship, but because of his academics, he earned an academic scholarship. 2nd and 8 at the 34. Cusdell. And he gets walloped. Some hard hitting going on, led by Sonny Styles that time. Underwood. Quick release and caught. Donovan McCulley. Nick McNosen in coverage. First down, Michigan. First down to the 26. And Cusdell picks up a yard. 2nd and 9 at the 25. And Cusdell looking to get outside. He will not. Great pursuit by the Ohio State defense. Arvell Reese. That's a loss of 5.
You can't get around Arvell Reese. I tell you, this guy is too good.
3rd down and 14 at the 30. Big play for Michigan. Underwood in trouble. Dumps it off. And Arvell Reese is there to just level Cusdell. Here's Zavada for 49. He's 2 for 2 to start. He Junior. Zavada. Sunderland. And it's fair caught at the goal line.
So he pointed at Michigan. Obviously, the mic's not working. You can see he pointed at Michigan, but you could read his lips. He said against Ohio State, I believe he said number 12. And so this is going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct against Ohio State that backs them up now. And they're going to be inside their own 15. So you see some extracurricular right here, kind of after the play.
5:24 to play in the second quarter. Sayin pulls it out, finds Tate, turns it up, and Tate looks like he has a first down. Chopped down by Hillman. They give him 9, 2nd and 1. Sayin, play fake, over the middle, and caught. Whoa, what a grab by Will Kazmarek. He climbed the ladder and brought it down. Ohio State getting up and down quickly. Jackson with space, first down. Bo Lamar Jackson, first down Ohio State at the Michigan 37. Julian Sayin all day to throw it. And out of bounds. Good coverage in the secondary. Tate in motion. Sayin looks that way. Drops it off. Jackson. And Jackson wrestled down by Trey Williams. Kazmarek in motion. Sayin with time underneath, caught in a first down. Brandon Ennis, the captain. First down and 10 of the Michigan 24. Sayin, inside handoff to Jackson. Jackson cuts it back. And he'll get close to that first down marker. Bojack, first down Ohio State. 9th play of the drive that started at the Ohio State 13. 1st and 10 at the 11. Jackson again squeezes through the hole. Bo Jackson.
Taking their time, trying to make sure Michigan doesn't have too much time here in the last minute of the second quarter.
2nd and 1 at the 3. They pitch it to Jackson, looking for daylight. He won't get it. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage this time. As the clock continues to wind. 3rd down and 3 at the 4. 20 seconds to go in the first half. And a timeout. 3rd down and 3 at the 4. Can the Buckeyes punch it in for 6? Donaldson in the game at running back. Ennis, the motion man. Sayin underneath, caught, touchdown Ennis. Julian Sayin putting it on the money. His 2nd touchdown throw of the first half.
Well, we saw this exact same combination a little earlier. Watch Claire. He's going to clear things out and then allow Ennis to work underneath. The defensive back was behind. That's a freshman, Jordan Young, number 14. He gets stuck behind Claire's route, and that's an easy slant pitch and catch for a really good quarterback and Julian Sayin to Brandon Ennis, the captain, and Sharon Moore. That is a tough touchdown to see with them getting the ball to start the second half.
Extra point good. 11 plays, 87 yards. Buckeyes chew up 5 minutes and 8 seconds. So with 16 seconds to go, the Michigan offense will come back onto the field.
And there's going to be another flag on a kickoff. And this one's going to go again against Ohio State.
There is no foul for unsportsmanlike conduct. The player embellished the contact.
Oh, we got a flop. All right. Look at this. We should send this officiating crew to the NBA.
First down for Bryce Underwood at the 25. Kuzdal. And he'll be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Arbel Reese again, no gain.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on both teams. Number 10, Michigan, and number 7, Ohio State. That's our first word disqualification. Down counts. Second out.
Okay, so here they're getting after it up there and then kind of lose them, but they keep going after it, and then they sling each other to the ground. And now Caleb Downs, he immediately, talk about leadership, number 2 Caleb Downs ran immediately over to Jermaine Matthews, trying to calm him down, make sure he keeps his head in the game.
So that'll take us to halftime. Ohio State ready to get the football. Lorenzo Styles. As Carnell Tate goes in motion. Saying, quick strike out wide. Jeremiah Smith runs into his own teammate, gets out of bounds. 2nd and 6 at the 25. Jackson again. And you got to get a lot of credit to this Ohio State offensive line. Jackson remains in the game. They give it to him, and he picks up the first down. Jackson trying to get outside, cuts it back in, choppy steps. Could have been stopped for a loss, but they'll give him to Jimmy Rolder. 2nd and 8 at the 35. Remember, he's a freshman. Play fake. Sayin finds him in the flats. Bo Jackson out of bounds. Another first down for Ohio State. Jackson had the 5th 100-yard day of his freshman season last week. 110 yards on 2 touchdowns. 1st and 10 at the 47. Sayin. Sideline incomplete. That one bobbled by Max Clare. Ball thrown a little bit behind him. Jackson. And Jackson chopped down by Hillman. Here comes a blitz. They pick it up over the middle. They won't get the first down. Max Clare as the Wolverines gang tackle him. So Joe McGuire comes in to punt for the first time from his own 39. Marsh, the deep man, signals for the fair catch, lets it go over his head and into the end zone. First down and 10 at their own 20. Kuzdal in for Jordan Marshall, who went out in the first half with that shoulder injury. And this one thrown in the seam. Whoa, Donovan McCulley.
3 Ohio State players converge on the ball. McCulley is able to grab it.
Out wide this time. It's Marlon Klein, and he's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Kuzdal, nothing.
1 possession game. I think it's important that Michigan just stays patient and stay with their game plan.
3rd down and 10. Underwood checks it down. Kuzdal incomplete.
And Michigan has to punt the football away.
Hollenbeck. That one shanked.
Holy cow, 10-yard punt.
First down, Ohio State at their own 43. Isaiah West, a freshman from Philadelphia, comes in at running back. Quick strike near side Tate. And he'll dive forward to the 50. Zeke Berry with the tackle. They give him 7. 2nd and 3. Sayin sprints out of the pocket. Looks backside. Down the field. Tate. Touchdown. Tater. Home run hitter. 50 yards.
This This is a beautiful concept. Sayan's going to roll out, and Tate's going to look like he's bending over to the corner, and then he cuts it off back this way. Watch the safety backside for Michigan. He gets caught up in the other routes on the opposite side of the field, and as soon as he stops his feet, Tate's wide open over the top, and Julian Sayan finds him. Best damn band in the land. Awful happy up in the nosebleeds as Tate jogs into the end zone.
8th receiving touchdown of the season for Carnell. Julian Sayan, remember folks, he's a Heisman contender. 18 of 23, 224, 3 touchdowns, and an interception. We haven't seen him since the first half. He's back in the game. And they'll give it to him. Trying to get a cut inside and is lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Caden Curry with the tackle.
He didn't think Jordan Marshall could necessarily go. He re-aggravated that shoulder injury from 2 weeks ago. He warmed up on the sideline, implored. He wanted a chance to get back in he is, guys.
All right, Tom, thank you. McCulley with the catch. Will pick up a first down. A gain of 13. First down at the 39. Underwood on the play action fake. Underneath and broken up. Caleb Downs, guess who? 2nd and 10 at the 39. Marshall. Not much.
Boy, Gus, it is really tough to run the football.
3rd down and 9 at the 40. Underwood winds up. Back shoulder, incomplete, but a flag. Intended for McCulley. Ignoson in coverage.
Pass interference. Defense number 1. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
First down at the Ohio State 44. Play fake. Underwood checks it down. Incomplete. Marshall couldn't hold on. 2nd down and 10. And Marshall driven backwards by Sonny Styles. We talk about all the first-round picks on this Buckeye defense. They feel Styles may be one as well. 3rd down and 12. Underwood. Incomplete. That one thrown high for McCulley. He's standing at his own 39. Brandon Ennis is the deep man inside his own 10. And fair caught at the 13. You speak to Ryan often. How has this 4-game losing streak affected him?
Well, I mean, after last year, to say he was down, I think he was about as down in the dumps as he ever has been. Beautiful run there by C.J. Donaldson, but it was also a moment of reflection for the entire program. They had a players-only meeting that has become somewhat infamous after that loss to Michigan. Seniors and draft picks left off of last year's team. This team, which is younger, has come out here with a renewed sense of purpose and a business-like attitude.
On 2nd down and 2, Isaiah West spins forward. Looks like he has the first down. First down at the 24. And it's Jackson. Sayan has been wonderful after that interception. Donaldson.
C.J. Donaldson on the carry. Brought down by Jimmy Rolder.
Rolder with the tackle. Out of the eye. Quarterback sneak. And looks like Sayan has it as they push him forward.
As he is continuing on with his Heisman candidacy.
First down at the 34. Donaldson breaks it back. And across the 40. 7-yard run. Hillman with the tackle. 6 straight runs. 6 straight runs for Ohio State. Now Sayan dialing up a long throw. Incomplete. 3rd down and 3 at the 41. Credit the Ohio State offensive line. Playing some of their best football. Sayan still with all day to throw. Now he'll get to the sideline. Looks like he has the first down on 3rd and 3. First down, Ohio State. 30 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Buckeyes, the reigning national champions, undefeated, #1 team in America. Donaldson trying to get outside, and he will not. Good coverage. Hill this time, slinging him down. A loss of 1.
I think that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Boy, Ohio State came out and dominated that 3rd quarter, didn't they?
Michigan, Ohio State, one of the greatest rivalries in the history of American sports. 2nd down and 11 for the Bucks at the 43. Bo Jackson returns. Julian Sayin looking. Sideline. Claire. And he'll get inside Michigan territory. A gain of 9. Jackson gets to the edge. First down, Ohio State. Bo Jackson. Partner, the Buckeyes got another one. Bojack, 18 carries, 104 yards. First down, Ohio State. Isaiah West this time, and he'll be tackled for a loss. Nicely done. Cole Sullivan, the sophomore from Pittsburgh. 2nd and 10. Again on the ground, West breaking tackles, and another first down. Jackson again. Jackson, what balance to stay on his feet and get extra yards. 2nd and 1. Jackson again looking for the first down. This time he'll come up short. No gain on the play.
Julian Sayin keeps walking all the way over to the sideline. I wonder if the headset in his helmet is not working, because he's running all the way over to the sideline to get these plays.
16th play of the drive. Quarterback sneak, first down, Ohio State.
It is not a communications problem, we've been told. Jenny is checked down there on the sidelines. I think that's a way for them to use more time in the play clock and get this game clock to just continue to tick, tick, tick.
1st and 10 at the Michigan 11. Donaldson again. But the thing about it, Joel, Julian Sayin, not only is he a cool customer, he's got a great arm talent, but there's a toughness about this kid.
The confidence in his eyes grows. You can tell the confidence that his teammates have in him grows, and we see that play out on the field.
Here's a handoff. Donaldson. They give him 1. That clock, look at it, ticking, ticking. Woody Hayes said that the definition of toughness is who can hit the hardest, the longest. It's like taking 2 walnuts and smashing them together. The weaker one will break. 3rd down and 4 at the 5. Play fake. Sayin. And he'll throw it out of the end zone. This will be from 23 yards out. And it's good. The university, they cross out all the M's. You can't even use an M. So it sounds like code language.
This defense for Ohio State has only faced 35 total snaps here today.
Underwood. That one thrown high, incomplete, intended for McCulley. 2nd and 10 at the 25 for Michigan. Underwood in trouble. And sacked. Kenyatta Jackson Jr. Michael Myers on Halloween. First sack of the game for either team. Underwood on 3rd and long. And it's caught. But Caleb Downs comes up and just decks to Nelly. And that brings up 4th down and 16.
Well, this is what's so impressive about Caleb Downs is that he can just line up all over the field. Here he's lined up as a linebacker. Over on this right side, here's Downs, and so he's going to go get hands on Marsh in the slot. Then he comes up and defends the underneath route, and he's able to get Deacon Tonelli on the ground. Excellent tackler, very smart player. He's the Swiss Army knife of college football.
The best compliment that he's been given is that he reminds the NFL guys of Ed Reed, the Hall of Fame safety for the Baltimore Ravens. Ennis with a good return, and there is a flag on the play. 54-yard punt and a 17-yard return.
During the return, holding number 21 of the kicking receiving team. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. 1st and 10, Ohio State.
First down at the 29. Bo Jackson, another 100-yard day, the 6th 100-yard game for Jackson in his freshman season. 2nd and 8. Jackson again. Gain of 2.
It's been quite a show by this offensive line. Been quite a show from this quarterback. Here's some attitude going on.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct on both teams. Number 8, Michigan. Number 51, Ohio State. Those penalties offset. The down counts. 3rd down. That's their first for disqualification.
3rd and 6. Sand hands it off on 3rd and 6. Donaldson, and it looks like he may be short of the first down.
This is obviously belief in his defense, the fact that he feels his offensive line is owning the game and can go get the yard.
4th down and 1. And Ohio State calls a timeout. 4th down and 1 at the 38. Ryan Day trying to ice this game. They give it to Donaldson. And it's a first down, Buckeyes. West. Isaiah West stopped by Metcalf. 2nd down and 4 at the 47. But one thing about Coach Day, as West runs it, he knows how to recruit. And not only players, but coaches. That man right there, Matt Patricia, with the pencil in his ear, his signature, has done a marvelous job with this Ohio State defense.
There's a lot of love for Matt Patricia, the way he teaches, the way he cares for the players. I think it's a big reason why they've been so good on defense.
3rd down and 3, and Michigan stops the Buckeyes for a loss. Cameron Brandt that time.
You know what? Georgia wins against Georgia Tech, but they give up. Well, they only gained 260 yards, score 16 points on Georgia Tech, who allowed 42 to Pitt. You know, so those performances provide questions. This one is just answers. We can run it. We can deal with adversity. Our quarterback is solid. Our defense is outstanding. You know, that's why they're number 1.
3:05 to play in the 4th, 27-9. Ryan Day had his guys prepared, calm, confident. As he said, business as usual. First down for Underwood. Underneath, and it's caught at the 30. Klein, the tight end.
I think they're going to wave it off. VAR official had it as a completion, but I think he bobbled it.
2nd and 10. Underwood. Hit as he throws it. Kuzdal. Pressure by guess who? Kenyatta Jackson.
You look up here as they face a 3rd and 5. Andrew Marsh, who is their most productive player on the outside, no catches today for number 4.
Underwood. Fourth down and 5. Michigan going for it. Bryce Underwood, and it's intercepted. Davis and Ignoson. And that'll do it.
You know, it was never going to be a great game if they had to drop back and throw, which it turned into a drop back game. And that's just not a game that they're going to win.
Donaldson. 2nd down and 8. Donaldson. Gains 3. 3rd down and 5. And they'll get it with Donaldson. 1st down, Ohio State.
Man, that is an explanation point on the end of this half.
And now he and the Buckeyes are 36 seconds away from beating their arch rival and heading to the Big Ten championship. The reigning national champions remain undefeated. They exercise the demons by defeating the University of Michigan 27-9. 2 gentlemen shake hands to end this game. And Ohio State can breathe a little easier today.